Hey, welcome back to a new vlog of Bonkers North. This is Utsav with my wife Urvi, and let's go bonkers now.
And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos.
Agra is a very popular tourist destination in India, and this happens to be the first spot of our Golden Triangle tour. In the next 48 hours, we are going to spend some magnificent time in Agra as we explore some of the historical hotspots in the city.
Let's embark on this journey to visit one of the 7 wonders of the world and other significant monuments.
A beautiful morning in Agra, and we woke up with this beautiful view from our stay. I really can't believe my luck. I never thought that I'll have such a view from my hotel room ever in my life. It's 5:30 a.m. and now we are off to see the Taj up close.
Right as you enter Taj Mahal, you are greeted by this huge hallway, and the main entrance to the Taj Mahal is right behind me. There are 3 gates: the East Gate, the North Gate and the West Gate. We entered through the East Gate and now we'll enter through the main gate and view the Taj.
Wow, that's the first glimpse of the magnificent Taj Mahal. It looks so dreamy and wonderful from here. How do you feel about it?
It just feels amazing. It's my first view at the Taj Mahal.
Wow, I just can't believe I am here. Let's just go up close and see the Taj. Just want to stay here for a moment and soak into this beautiful vibe.
Can you just believe I just touched the Taj?
We really spent some quality time here, and we were really won over by the beauty of Taj Mahal. We have a dedicated video just on the Taj Mahal and its beauty. It's linked in the eye. There is so much to see and so much to know about Taj. If you want to know, go check that video out as we continue with our journey with some more historical places that Agra has to offer. We are on our way to the Agra Fort right now, and we have booked a tuk-tuk. It's going to cost us 100 rupees. Let's see how this journey is. I think Agra Fort is going to be a very good historical excursion for us.
Yeah, we have already visited the Taj Mahal and it was an experience in itself, and it made us more intrigued to visit the Agra Fort and know the history there. So we are moving through the streets of Agra, and it has a lot of character as any old city would have.
Right, I agree with you. It has a lot of character, the city of Agra, and it's very historically enriched as well. So after a ride, we have reached the grand entrance to the Agra Fort, the Amar Singh Gate.
We are currently at the Agra Fort and will be entering through the Amar Singh Gate that is right behind me. The Agra Fort is a historical structure of significance and is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This 16th century fort was the main residence of the emperors of Mughal dynasty till 1638, when the capital was shifted from Agra to Delhi.
After a lot of fuss and fuss, we finally made our way into the Agra Fort. I really don't know what's the confusion about, but there are a lot of confusion about the ticket timings, how to get in, where to come down. So anytime you are coming down to Agra Fort, I'll suggest you to do your research very well. Here we go with the Agra Fort. We have made our way into the Agra Fort. It was built in 1573 by the 3rd Mughal Emperor Akbar the Great. The fort is spread over 94 acres and has 2 gates, the Delhi Gate and the Amar Singh Gate. It's really beautiful, and it is built on the banks of river Jamuna, and it is completely made of red sandstones. Let us take you along into the fort and explore more of it. If you have visited the Agra fort as well, please let us know in the comment section about your experience.
We are currently inside the Agra fort and it is a huge premises. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a great and fascinating premise. I didn't knew that there was a red sandstone fort in Agra as well. It's quite similar to the Red Fort in
Oh.
Delhi, but I was not really sure that such a fort is in Agra as well.
Yeah, it's a nice start to our Agra exploration.
Yes, and those red sandstone structure, I think they are really very beautiful, and they are very much in that Mughal architectural style.
Yeah, and also the intricate artworks that are there inside this fort that are very nice.
But the sad part of the story that Emperor Shah Jahan who built Taj Mahal was actually captured here.
Yeah, that is so. That also by his son. Really sad. The Agra fort that was built by Akbar has some of the important structures that reside in this premises. The major structure of importance was the Musammam Burj, where Shah Jahan was detained by his son Aurangzeb.
The structure behind me is the Diwan-e-Am. This is the court where Mughal emperors used to hold their public meetings and public gatherings. The Agra fort also happens to be the fort where Maharaja Shivaji was captured by Aurangzeb. Now let's move towards the inner courtyard. I guess this is more beautiful as this is made out of the white marble. It also houses some of the important sections of this fort. So let's check this out. Right now we are standing in front of the Sheesh Mahal. So Shah Jahan had built a series of Sheesh Mahals in Lahore, Delhi and in Agra, and this happens to be the best or the most well preserved of all the Sheesh Mahals. But unfortunately this is closed for public view right now. You can have these small sneak peeks and it looks remarkable. "400 years ago, Shah Jahan might have had a similar view of the Yamuna River and the Taj Mahal. The exact spot where Shah Jahan was kept captive and used to observe his beloved Taj Mahal is beyond public approach right now. But with the best view that you can bargain for is this.
This is the Khas Mahal of the Agra fort, and this structure is completely made of marble, and the intricate work that are there are extremely beautiful. Right in front of the Khas Mahal is a Mughal style garden known as the Anguri Bagh. It was used for relaxation by the royal ladies.
Agra Fort is a real Mughal architectural marvel, and we have explored this place at length for some time. Apart from the initial hurdle while entering the Agra Fort, we had enjoyed here a lot. We really had a very good time, and we really liked the marble structures that have been built in certain sections of the fort. So we'll soak into the vibes for some time and finally go out of the fort, as we have a lot to cover in Agra today. So we came out of Agra Fort and now we are going towards Imatuddullah, and it was absolutely crazy. There was almost like 1,000 people. They were all looking for passengers. They were cab drivers, auto drivers. It was absolutely crazy and they were so pushy and annoying at that moment.
Our journey from Agra Fort to Imatuddullah is costing us 80 rupees.
It's absolutely crazy. We are going through the peak lanes of Agra with traffic moving at its peak. If you don't do anything in Agra, just ride a tuk-tuk. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of chaos all around. After the hustle and bustle of Agra Fort, now we are at Imatuddullah. Once we entered, we felt it's very peaceful, serene and very beautiful.
As you can already see behind me, the tomb is very beautifully crafted and it has very intricate design.
This is also known as Mini Taj. As you can see, it seems quite obvious, as white as the Taj Mahal, and it's very peaceful, very beautiful out here. You can come by here in any afternoon in Agra and relax for some time.
So we are taking a breather now in this beautiful mausoleum. We are surrounded by intricate marble works. They are so beautiful, so soothing to the eye, and it's so cool in the shade. For God's sake, that's a great departure.
Yeah, actually it's very hot right now at this time of the year. I think the best time to visit starts from November to
Yes.
February. I think that is the best season.
Right.
We are just before that. We are in September. Mirza Ghiyas Beg or Imatuddullah, for whom the tomb is constructed, was also the Lord Treasurer of Jahangir, and he was also the father of Noor Jahan and grandfather to Mumtaz Mahal. The tomb of Imatuddullah was built by his daughter Noor Jahan between the years 1622 to 1628.
From Agra Fort, we've been riding the tuk-tuk. First, we made a deal with the tuk-tuk driver for 80 rupees. Then we cut a new deal to go to 3 spots, that is Mehtab Park, Chinika Roza and Imatuddullah, all for 250 rupees. We'll be visiting Chinika Roza right now.
This was a funeral memento built for Afzal Khan Firozi, who was a scholar and a poet in 1635. He also happened to be the Prime Minister of the 5th Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan.
The facade of this monument is made up of glazed tiles, and that is the main significance of this place. though the glaze tiles are not in great shape right now, but this place is worth a visit because it overlooks the Yamuna river.
This glaze tiles look so pretty till now. It would have been so pretty in those days, but sadly it is not well maintained.
We have already hopped back onto the tuk-tuk and right now we are going to the Mehtab Bagh. We have lot of time for sunset. We are going to catch sunset from Mehtab Bagh, it seems. This is the first sunset I think I'm gonna catch in time in my life.
We are right now at Mehtab Bagh and it is a Char Bagh Mughal Gardens. It was built in 1530 by Babur, but later on Shahjahan revived it as a Taj viewpoint, and from here we can get the wonderful view of this Taj. The Mehtab Bagh has lots of plants and trees and is very nice and green.
There is so much flora and fauna out here. There's so many trees, so many birds chirping, there's so many squirrels going around. It's really magical. I think the best view of Taj is somewhere from Mehtab. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already a very popular spot. There are a lot of shooting that happens here. A lot of Bollywood movies are shot over here, and supposedly Shahjahan was supposed to build a black Taj Mahal here, but it didn't happen. But what he left behind was this beautiful garden. These are really great and really pleasurable to enjoy out here.
The Mehtab Bagh overlooks the Taj Mahal as well as the Yamuna river. It's a great place to take photographs, and many photography enthusiasts come here to take great pictures and do a nature walk.
We have some time in hand, so we thought of exploring a new sunset point today.
It's a hidden spot and we are going to see you there.
Right now it's sunset going on and we are in Jamuna Ghat. You can see the beautiful Taj Mahal in my backdrop, and this location is a little bit offbeat, so we'll definitely try and give you the best picture of this location. We will give all the details in this video so that you can get the location, and a detailed map of this location is going to be coming on the side of this video so that you can easily approach here.
What a wonderful way to end our Agra exploration. The first day was amazing and it was so much exciting to explore Agra like this. Tomorrow we'll start again and explore some more of Agra. If you like our videos, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we post new videos.
Today we have hired an auto to go to the bus stand. From there we'll take a bus to go to Fatehpur Sikri. After some initial hiccups and confusion, we boarded the correct bus and now we know for sure that we are going to Fatehpur Sikri. We got the tickets. They are 48 rupees for each person.
We reached Fatehpur Sikri and after a short walk from the bus stand, we are now in front of the Buland Darwaza. We'll enter through this magnificent gate and take a walk through the corridors of Jama Masjid. The brilliant red sandstone structure is really magnificent.
The artwork and the hallways are really brilliant, giving way to an open courtyard and the white marble clad tomb of the famous Sufi Saint Salim Chishti.
This white mausoleum that is just behind me was built in 1580 in the honor of a Sufi saint, and previously it was made out of red sandstone, but later on Akbar remained it in a white marble because he correctly predicted the birth of his son Jahangir. From Buland Darwaza now we are walking towards Fatehpur Sikri Fort. It is about 2 minutes walking distance. Here in the Fatehpur Sikri Fort, we stumbled upon some beautiful palaces and we took some time to walk along the courtyards of this magnificent structure.
We thought that to do enough justice to this structure, we should dedicate a whole blog, and we have done that. You can go and check that out. The link is in the I button on the top. And from here we booked an auto to go back to the city of Agra.
Other than the Taj Mahal, Agra is famous for two things. One is the petha and another is leather goods. We already had the pethas, now we will go and see some of the leather goods. We did some leather shopping at the leather shop and the prices were dirt cheap and the quality was also very nice. They were giving pure leather and we bought some things as souvenirs as well. We'll show you when we reach our stay. We are here to explore one more stop in Agra, that is the Mariam's tomb. We'll go and visit the tomb. As I was speaking, a small guy came to visit me. It's a squirrel that's nibbling on my shoes.
This is our second encounter with the squirrels.
Yes, the squirrels seem to like us here in Agra.
Mariam's tomb was built by the 4th Mughal Emperor Jahangir for his mother, who is also known as Jodhabai, and this tomb was commissioned by him on the year 1623 and the entire construction took some more years. It was completed in 1627. There are so many pillars and arches around here. There are a lot of hidden ways, I guess. This place is kind of a little spooky from inside.
Now we are at the tomb of Akbar the Great. We took a 5 minutes ride from Mariam's tomb to get to Akbar's tomb. And as wife is always first, so we visited Mariam's tomb first and then came to visit Akbar's tomb.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now let's go in and explore more of this place. I already have a feel that this is going to be really amazing. Just by looking at the doorway, I think this place is very well maintained and well preserved.
The beautiful designs on the walls and the combination of the white marble and the red sandstone is really outstanding. This place also has such a beautiful green lawn and so well maintained.
We are in Akbar's tomb right now. Surprisingly, this place turns out to be the most beautiful of all of the historical places in Agra. We can see some deers. They are actually deers. Urvi, you are not believing me. They are actually deers. You can see it for yourself, right?
I was not expecting this at all.
Yeah, there are peacocks as well. This place is amazingly beautiful. And moreover, there are no tourist guides who came over to harass us. We just visited the Akbar's tomb and they'll ask you for some money. If you give them 10-20 rupees, they'll put on a show for you and the sound kind of echoes on the dome. That's a good thing to see.
This place is so beautiful and peaceful that we ended up spending more time than we expected.
With this, our 2 days of Agra exploration comes to an end. If you like our content, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel Bonkers Note. Also, let us know your thoughts on the comment section of this video. And please stay tuned as we go bonkers with you again in the next one. Previously, Urvi said that she will be showing you what she got from the leather market, so here she goes.
As promised, we told you that we will show you what we got from the leather market. This is the packet. Let me show you. We got 3 wallets. It's for gifting purposes. We really loved the quality and the color of these. They were very nice quality and they were only for 300 rupees. I'll be gifting it to my dad and my father-in-law and uncle-in-law. And this bag was only for 550 rupees. I don't know where we can find such a nice quality purse for 550 rupees.